Want to learn how to invest in real estate? You're not going to want to miss this segment. Stay right here on Real Estate Talk Boston. Real estate investing is not easy, and we're going to break down how to get into the game. Joined right now by Willie Mandrell, Mandrell Company. Willie, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Now, a lot of people out there see the reality shows and think that real estate investing is as simple as just jumping into the market. That is not the case.
No, not at all. I mean, you have to spend some time doing your due diligence, learning the market, understanding real estate itself. There's a lot that goes into just buying a multi. I mean, it's from the financing side and understanding mortgages, understanding your expenses. When you're running a business, when you're buying a multi, you're becoming a landlord. You're running a business, and you have income and expenses and legal obligations and everything else like that. So you have to really, understand that it's a business and treat it like that.
Now, is it typical for the real estate investor who's just jumping into the game to buy that first multi as a primary?
It is, very much so. I mean, that's how I would say 90% of our clients are getting into the real estate business or becoming a landlord, getting into the game, is they're going and buying it with an FHA loan, mass housing, conventional financing, and buying that first 2-family, 3-family as their primary residence, living in one unit, renting out the other 2, and learning the landlord business like that.
Oh, makes sense, especially from a down payment perspective. You can get in the door with a lot less down.
Oh, absolutely.
Now let's talk about the Boston market. We live in a great place, right in the middle of a World Series right now, the City of Champions. But it's not easy to buy real estate because prices are so crazy. Where are you seeing the market right now when it comes to specifically multifamily units?
It's still a good time to buy. I mean, it's a little tougher than it was, let's say 3-4 years ago. But there's still opportunities out there. You just have to do a little bit more diligence, be patient, really crunch your numbers and make sure that it makes sense. Boston, I think, is a very stable market. We have some of the best schools, some of the best hospitals. The job market here is very stable. So I think it's a really good market to continue to invest in. I have a couple of my clients who are looking outside of the city now, exploring markets like Framingham and Worcester, going a little bit further west into Massachusetts, as the price point starts to drop just a little bit. The affordability and some of the numbers make a little bit more sense.
You bring up an interesting point with Worcester. With the new baseball team coming in, there's a lot of money being put into that city. I think that could be a hot spot to come for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I just made my first purchase out in Worcester just recently. Bought a triple decker, really kind of just dove into the market and said, you know what, I'm looking at Boston and saying there's a lot of great opportunity, but where's the next hot spot? Where can I go and still receive a double-digit return on my investment? So bought my first triple decker in Worcester, really starting to understand the market, the tenant base, get a feel for what's going on in the neighborhood. I tried to do that without making the purchase, but there's a certain point where you just have to dive right in and just say, you know what, this is what I believe in, and this is where I'm going to go. And it's been great so far, and I think we're going to continue to make some investments out there.
What I love is that you don't just walk the walk, you talk the talk, and you've created a very cool community for real estate investors here locally, Boston Wealth Builders. Tell us a little bit more about what you guys actually do.
Sure. We started the group back in 2012. Started off very slowly. It's on the Meetup platform, meetup.com. Today, 6 years later, we're looking at about 1,700 members, and the basis for the group is just it's a place for like-minded individuals in the real estate space to collaborate. We have some very experienced developers and guys and girls who own a lot of units to people that are just getting into the business, and it's a good mix of everything. We have all types of meetings. We do everything from webinars, educational webinars to teach you about financing from hard money to private money to conventional financing. We also do rehab tours where we take you out to a development project, a 10 or 20 unit building, and see how things are constructed from the ground up. So it's been a great educational and networking platform for myself and many investors in the Boston area.
Can anybody join?
Oh, absolutely. It's completely free. You go to bostonwealthbuilders.com, you answer a couple questions about yourself, upload a profile picture, and you're in, and then you'll be able to access our full calendar from there.
That's an awesome community, Willie. And if somebody wants to connect with you or that group, what's the best way to do that?
Sure. So me personally, you can find more about myself and the Mandrell Company at mandrellco.com, mandrellco.com. And joining the group is as easy as bostonwealthbuilders.com. You can find us both at those two websites.
Awesome. Thanks for stopping by, Willie.
I appreciate you having me.
And if you're in the market to get into real estate investing, you want to connect with Willie, that's a no-brainer. Remember, you can like this video, share it with your friends, and we have more videos just like this right here on boston.com.